Hi everyone, I'm Gina from Gina K Designs and your host of StampTV. Today on StampTV, I'm going to show you an alternate way to do the Retiform technique. Let me show you the tools and products you're going to need to make this card project. First, you're going to need some stamps, and the stamps I'm using are from the Birthday Essentials StampTV kit, and I'm using the set called Birthday Blessings. Then you're going to need some ink, and I've got some of the Gina K Designs Fresh Asparagus ink, some of our charcoal brown ink, some Kraft ink, and some Cranberry Tart. You're also going to need a sponge dauber, and I'm using one of our jumbo sponge daubers, but you can use the Tim Holtz sponging tool or smaller daubers, or just a regular sea sponge, whatever you want to use. Then I have a wide array of acrylic blocks here, and I have some Post-it notes and some mono adhesive. For cardstock colors, I'm using some of the Gina K Designs Layering Weight White, a piece of our heavy base weight for my card base, and this is in white, and then I have a piece of Cranberry Tart. Now I also cut a strip of paper. This is just a white sheet of paper, and you can see that I've played with this several times already, so it's got some ink on it. To start, I have a stickier mono adhesive. This is the gluey kind, and I'm going to glue this piece of cardstock down onto my work area. Now, because I have this mat, it's kind of shiny and it won't stick. You don't want to do that to a wooden table. You might want to put some sort of a mat underneath, a placemat, something like that. Okay, so the first ink I'm going to use is the Kraft ink. So let me get that all open and ready here. Now I'm going to ink up my dauber, get some ink on there, and then I'm going to lay this strip down onto my cardstock, kind of about here on an angle. And I'm going to hold that down, and I'm going to start on my strip of paper here and kind of work my way toward the piece of cardstock I'm working on, like this. That'll give you a very smooth look. Like that. Okay, I'm going to ink it up again, and then for my next one, I'm going to kind of widen out that angle a little bit. Like that. And I'm going to do the same thing, coming in from my strip onto the piece of cardstock I'm working with. There we go. Okay, so now that section is complete. Now I want to add some more sections, but I want to leave a section open here because I'm going to use the Happy Birthday stamp, and I want to leave a blank space down here for that. So let me put that aside. Now to protect that area, I'm going to use a couple Post-it notes. This way I won't go over the lines here. I know where I'm working. I think I have 2 Post-it notes here. I do. It seemed kind of thick. And that'll just protect that line. So now my next line is going to go up this way. So I'll ink that up again. And I'll add that line. Then I will add one more line going this way. Okay. Now you can see I have some unfinished areas. So what I'm going to do is go just around the perimeter to make sure I hit those areas. And then I'm going to work my way in here just a little bit just to ink that up. Okay. So now when I take these away, I have a nice grid there, but I've left this area blank. All right. Now let's decorate that grid. So I'm going to begin with this first section over here. So I will mask that off using some more Post-it notes. Now you can reuse Post-it notes if you want. I'm not reusing them here in this demonstration just because I find it a little bit easier to kind of just move on to the next area with a new Post-it note and make it very clear so you can see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to use the flower stamp and put that onto a round block here. And this one I'm going to stamp in cranberry. So, I've got that all inked up. Now when you're stamping over another piece of paper that's raised, even though these Post-it notes are very thin, you do want to put a little bit of additional pressure onto the stamp to make sure it goes up to the line. So I'm going to stamp this one right here, dig in a little bit, like that. Then I'm going to stamp another little piece of it right up here, like this. Okay, so now when I take these two pieces off, you'll see that they stayed right in with the borders that I created. Now, I could use these same pieces again, or in this case, I am going to use something different. All right, so I'm going to put that one on there, one here. You want to make sure you go right up to that line, and one here. And the next stamp I'm going to use is going to be this leaf stamp. Grab that, and we'll put that on a block. And that one I'm going to do in fresh asparagus. Now, you can make these all the same color, and it gives it a really pretty subtle look, but I do like using a couple different colors together for this technique. So this one's going to go right in here. Okay, there we go. Now when I pull these Post-it notes off, once again, that is right within those borders. So I'm going to do another one. Let's go over here. I'm going to add another leaf. Actually, no. Let's put the leaf up here. I'm going to add something different over there. Okay, and I am reusing this one, just so that you can see that you can. All right, inking this up again. And I'll stamp this one up here. Like that. And we'll peel those off. And you can see how really pretty this is coming out. Now I think I'll do another one of the flowers up here. Add a little bit of cranberry up here. So much fun. You'll really enjoy doing this. And yet no two will ever be the same, and that makes it even more fun. All right, so I have the cranberry and back to the flower again. Of course, you can add different size flowers from your collection. You might have some of our past StampTV kits that have flowers similar to this but are much smaller, and they would be pretty in one of the boxes. Okay. There we go. And my last one, which is going to be kind of a bigger one, I'm going to use the bird stamp. I haven't used the bird yet in any of my projects. And I think the bird lends itself well to this technique. Okay. And one more. Right there. And let's do the bird in the brown color. We'll use the charcoal brown. Let me grab the little bird. Put him on a block. It's kind of a big block, but that's all right. Let's see. We'll put him in here. Let's put him here like this. And then we'll add another part of a bird down here. So it really looks collage-y. I like that look. But I don't want to make him look like he's flying downhill. So we'll do this one right here. Like that. And we'll do another one kind of here. Like this. Okay. And there is the bird portion. Now I'm going to add the greeting, and like I said, I wanted to use this happy birthday greeting from the kit, and it's nice and big and bold, and I think I'm going to do that in cranberry because that will coordinate well with that layering piece that I'm going to use. So we'll ink that up. There we go. Make sure it's all inked well. Sometimes when I'm in a hurry, I wash my stamps with soap and water and I dry them with a paper towel and I get a little bit of lint on them. So I wanted to make sure there was no lint on there. Okay, and there's the greeting. So now we're going to assemble this card. Look at me, I have stuff all over me. Apologize for that. Okay, so now I'm going to protect that piece of card from all of my mess. I would just clean up your desk before you go to this next part. And lay this onto my piece of cranberry cardstock. This is our Cranberry Tart. Such a pretty color. And as those of you who have the kit, you know it's in the kit. Okay. And let me see, I don't know if I can wipe this off with a Post-it note, but I will try. It's pretty good. And then I need my white card base, and this whole panel is going to go on top of that. I really do like the collage look. Not only is this nice for a card, but it's nice for a background, for a scrapbook, or maybe you're getting into planning and journaling and you like to decorate the covers of your books. This is such a pretty way to decorate the cover of a book. So there is my finished card project. I hope you've enjoyed today's video project, and stay tuned to StampTV for lots more inspiration. And thanks for watching.